In today's diecast review, we're going to be taking a look at a Jimmie Johnson alternate paint scheme that I think a lot of people forgot about. Well, guess what, folks? This thing's freaking awesome, and we're going to be doing a review on it. So, get your popcorn. Here is Jimmie Johnson's 2020 Fall Vegas Danny Koker Ally Chevrolet. Howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again with a Jimmie Johnson alternate paint scheme. And oh my goodness, this is one retro-looking hot rod. No, it's not a Darlington throwback. It is the, get this, the Danny Koker Counting Cars Ally Chevrolet Camaro. This is a really interesting paint scheme combination because a lot of people don't know this. Well, they probably don't know the show, but there was a show on the History Channel, right? And it was called Counting Cars. It's this dude up in Vegas, I think, and he customized cars. He does some fantastic work at his shop, right? Well, they had a partnership with Jimmie Johnson and Ally, and they came up with this paint scheme. So I guess he personally designed it, or his team did, because he has a team of people. They build freaking amazing custom cars, right? Well, they made this paint scheme for Jimmie Johnson. And from first glance, I think a lot of people kind of looked at it and they were kind of like, eh. But I look at this paint scheme in a different light, kind of an interesting perspective. It's not a Darlington throwback, but it really gives me some reminiscent vibes of the 07 Bel Air cars for you know, the back in, oh god, the 50th anniversary for the Bel Air, which is my favorite car, by the way. It's got that retro 70s kind of pinstriping RV race car drag racer livery to it with a very soft, subtle purple texture. And I gotta say, man, the more I look at this diecast, the more it grows on me. So, without further ado, let's go and get this Jimmie Johnson paint scheme right out of the box. Alrighty, folks, brand new out of the box, and whoa, man. Yo, dude, look at this freaking paint scheme, fellas. This is one sharp-looking hot rod. I mean, look at the pinstriping. This is something I really didn't even get to see, is that kind of soft, subtle, I'm saying kind of like a smooth steel kind of pinstriping around the very retro 70s game show-looking hot rod here. Whoa, man, talk about one cool-looking paint scheme here. This ran at the fall playoff Vegas race. You know, his, Counting Customs cat, he obviously, has a shop up there in Vegas. So it's pretty cool to see a combination with a, custom shop and all that good stuff, and a NASCAR legend like Jimmie Johnson. And I tell you what, man, this is one really interesting paint scheme because a lot of people are going to overlook this diecast. They're going to look at it, they're going to say, well, it's not the Ally white car. It's not the primary. It's not the finale. It's not the Texas car. This is one of those diecasts that's going to be, you're not going to want it right now, but you're going to want it down the road. That's what I kind of get from this car. It's one of those paint schemes you're not going to want right now, but in due time, in the years to come, you're going to be thinking, like, man, I should have got this diecast. And if you want to get this car, make sure to go check out the link down below. You get free shipping with any order of $20 or more over there at Circle B Diecast, or Plan B Sales, promo code Diecastbuffet. Also helps out the channel as well. So you got the 48 right there. Love the day glow. I will say, though, the day glow on this, it looks a little bit lighter than usual, which is pretty interesting. I got the Chevrolet bow tie right there. Hendrick Motorsports, got the 3M logo, got the Sunoco logo as well. I love how it's like an eagle wing, and it just goes right here, curves all the way down around the fender well, kind of cuts off right here. So it's kind of like a retro shape here, right? But a very modern, I would say, cutoff right here. Just really, it's such an interesting paint scheme to me. And the more I look at it, the more I kind of like it. Because at first, I was not that big of a fan of it, guys. I'll be honest with you. But the more I look at this car in a diecast form, I really do appreciate this paint scheme. Now we got a small little paint chip there, unfortunately. Got the Goodyear logo there. Cup Series banner, NASCAR race car, Jimmie Johnson, Exalta, Freightliner, Cincinnati Electric, Microsoft right there, Valvoline, get the Ally logo, HendrickCars.com, get the 48 right there, very, very sharp indeed. And I tell you what, though, this guy is going to be racing this weekend in the NASCAR Draws Cup Series. Yeah, it's Easter weekend, but guess what? Unscripted Diecast Racing this Thursday night and Sunday night. You can check out right here on the channel. I mean, Jimmie Johnson is going to be racing both races. The Gen 4 Shootout. Get this, fellas. The Gen 4 Shootout, which is going to have 2004 and 2005 diecasts. That's Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unscripted diecast racing. We push the car around the track wherever it goes, blah, blah, blah. It crashes, flips, skips, whatever. He's going to be driving the 2005 48 car in that race. That's going to be pretty cool. And on Sunday, he's going to be driving the Ally White car at the Bass Pro Shops 500 for the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, the semi-finale event of the season. It's going to be great. That's going to be coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an hour earlier than usual. So if you got the NASCAR blues and you want to see some unscripted diecast racing, tune in Easter Sunday. It's going to be pretty fun. Got Ally right there, 48. Notice the font's a little bit different on this car. It's a little bit... I feel like what it is the outlining is not dark black. It's kind of that flat steel gray kind of look to it, right? I feel like that's what's making the 48 look a little bit more vintage, in my opinion. Got the Camaro logo right there. I like those fat stripes at the back end of the car. ZL11LE. Over to the right side of the diecast, and I really like this paint scheme. Do I love it like 10 out of 10? No, but it's going to be one of those cars I think a lot of people are going to be like, man, I should have got this car. Now, I don't know how many they're making of this paint scheme. They could overproduce it till the cows come home. We don't know that, right? But from my perspective, I think a lot of people are going to overlook this car. They're going to say, man, I should have freaking got it. Now, probably my favorite part of the diecast here is this part right here, ironically enough. I like the 48 right there. Very sharp, big numbers right there. I like this kind of pattern here. It's very interesting to me how it kind of overlaps. But I like this right here, too. With the Ally logo and the kind of, I guess you call it the fangs, so to speak, kind of wrap around it like a tip of a spade. And it really looks, it looks good. It kind of reminds me of like a lowrider, like an Impala. You know, kind of like that, what is it, 64 Impala, you know, lowriders, GTA San Andreas, you know, the fun stuff. Got Jimmie Johnson right there, got the Ally logo. And notice this, it's kind of like this part connected to here, and it trimmed out perfectly. And he put it right here. I don't know, this paint scheme is so unique and so different. I think it just makes it cool, honestly. Is it the most vibrant, beautiful Jimmie Johnson paint scheme ever? Absolutely not. But it is part of his final season. So with that being said, I think a lot of people are going to overlook this diecast. I think I would pick it up. I think it's a fantastic diecast. I mean, really. It's something different, you know. If you want to have a different paint scheme in your series, hey, I don't think anyone's going to probably use this car as a primary car in their diecast series. So if you want to have something unique, you know, why not? Go for it, you know. Whatever floats your goat, that's what I have to say. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. What do y'all think about this paint scheme, fellas? I dig it. It's a little bit different, right? I kind of wish the Ally logo was a little bit bigger, though, I will say. But I think that's the point of the paint scheme, is they're wanting the design itself to speak for it and the Ally logo to be a little bit more subtle. But I kind of like that, too. I don't know why. It's kind of a clean, modern look. But I will say, I wish they would have made the nose a little bit different to kind of accommodate the sides of it, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, a interesting Jimmie Johnson alternate paint scheme from 2020. But hey, man, we got it made in the diecast form. The finale diecast, the final Jimmie Johnson, the final paint scheme of his NASCAR full-time Cup career, that's going to be coming up in April. And I'm not sure when the Texas car is going to get released, but I tell you what, though, I absolutely got to get that diecast because I seen it in person at Texas Motor Speedway. And believe me, it's beautiful. Hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Make sure to go shop at Circle B Diecast with the promo code. It helps out the channel greatly. And hope you're having a blessed one, fellas. What a cool Johnson diecast. Like, honestly, what a cool paint scheme. Have a great one. Don't drink too much coffee. Don't eat too much popcorn. Diecast Buffet signing off.